everybody, Rachel here with Meet Advisors on the Next Game Changer. I'm here with Matthew Orent, Director of Sales and Marketing at EIA. Matthew, thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Tell our audience a bit about your background, how you got started with EIA, and a bit about EIA. I know you mentioned that you kind of made the jump from corporate to startup.
Yeah, absolutely. So I started my career back in finance, and I spent 10 years in corporate America, learned a tremendous amount about business, and took that knowledge and went to the startup world back in 2008, and have been in that small business startup world ever since, and absolutely love it.
That's exciting. It
is. It really gives you the opportunity to make a difference. You know, I felt that in the corporate world, I was just another cog in the wheel, and you know, here I feel like I can truly make a difference, and not only with my clients and helping them and making an impact, but also in our business and helping the business grow and be successful.
Right. What growth have you seen since you started with EIA in 2008?
So actually, I've been at a number of different startups since then, but I joined EIA in, I believe, the end of 2013. Since then, we're poised to have tremendous growth this year. A lot of what we did last year was about building the foundation and putting us in a position to be successful, and we're already starting to see the fruits of our labor, and that's really exciting.
Gotcha. So what is EIA?
That's a great question. You know, so I would say that our EIA is, we really have three unique businesses. Our core competency is really understanding the network and being network technologists. Our three businesses are infrastructure, energy, and security. The company started back in 1977 as a structured cable plant. So how we've kind of evolved that today is in the infrastructure business is that we can build out networks all the way from the server to the switches, and we can lay the cabling beyond that. So we can do copper, we can do fiber, we can build wireless networks as well. So that's one part of the business. And the next part of the business is our energy business. So we have electrical licenses. So we're traditional electrical contractors, and that fits into kind of our other business, because there are times when you need to run power in order to be able to build these networks. So that kind of fits synergistically. In addition to that, we also are a partner of Con Edison and Lockheed Martin and Willdan, and we're part of the Green Team. And what we do is we help corporate entities out there, hospitals, garages, nursing homes, department stores, to become more energy efficient. And then the third part of our business is our security business, and this is a relatively new business. We've been doing this for probably the last 5 or 6 years, and the industry has seen a shift. It's gone away from analog and more into IP, and that kind of fits into our network experience and expertise. And we do there is we provide access control, closed circuit TV, gunshot detection, lockdown solutions, and intrusion detection solutions.
Okay, that's fascinating.
It really is. You know, it's one of those businesses where you can really make the difference in people's lives and help save lives in many cases. Right.
You mentioned you work with some police stations to help them bump their security.
So we have a number of relationships with some police departments, and part of those is we provide various different types of solutions. So for example, you know, we provided situational awareness for the 2012 U.S. presidential debate between President Barack Obama and candidate Romney. And you know, the stakeholders were the Secret Service, the FBI, the Nassau County Police Department, amongst others. And the uniqueness of that is that we had to have a visual on Marine One from the moment the president's helicopter touched down all the way to where the debate was at, and that was approximately 5 to 6 miles. So we needed to make sure that they had real-time situational awareness. So we had to have a network built out. We had to be able to have live video at all times, all the way in and through the debate. In addition to that, we put cameras on both undercover and uniformed officers within the facility so that they could continue to have situational awareness.
Okay, that's very cool.
Yeah, it was an exciting project.
Yeah, it sounds really exciting. And like you said, you can see that you're making a difference.
That's correct.
So what does the technology space look like these days? I know that it's rather crowded. How does EIA stand out amongst the crowd?
You know, that's a great question. I think when you look at our business or the industry in general, it's somewhat of a commoditized business, right? So how do you really differentiate yourself? I think there's really two ways. It's first is how you define yourself. Are you providing a service or are you providing a product, right? And each one has its uniqueness. So if you're providing a service, it's all about how you add value to the process. And if you're providing a product, is how is your product unique and different from what your competition is? And it's challenging, to be honest with you. In this space, it tends to be, you get a lot of different people who come in and try and bid on projects, and they're willing to just undercut you on price. And so how do you really compete on something like that? So you really have to stress value, and you really have to come up with unique solutions and really differentiate yourself. And you know, some of the things that we've done and that we're continuing to do is really putting us in a position to be successful in the future because of these things.
Gotcha, gotcha. That's exciting.
Yeah, we are. We're very excited. We have a lot going on this year. As I said, we're starting to really see that growth, and we're really positioning ourselves well for the future. Right,
right. And like you said, it's always exciting to be able to see what difference you're making in a company.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, again, and that's me personally. I like to feel as though that I'm contributing and making a difference and helping the company grow. You know, I think I have a lot of value to offer to, you know, my colleagues, but at the end of the day, it's all about the team, right? And you know, it doesn't matter what your role is, as long as that everyone does their role and everyone is focused on achieving. Collectively, we can be great. If you end up having people that want to do their own thing, then organizationally, we're going to fail. So it's really important. My belief about being in a business, especially a small company, is that we're all on the same page and that we're all working together for a common cause.
Gotcha, gotcha. I love that idea. It's great.
Thank you.
So what advice would you give to somebody who was thinking about making that jump from corporate to startup or small business?
Yeah, I mean, you know, first of all, I'd say if you have that passion, you're a risk taker. Definitely go for it. I think it's a great experience. The difference is that you're going to live and breathe your work.
Yeah.
Right. So in a corporate world, in a corporate role, for the most part, you know, you can leave it there when you leave the office. You can kind of leave that behind. There are cases and situations where you're going to take that work home with you. But when you're in a small environment in a small company, you take that with you every single night. Like, I think about every single day, how can I move the company forward? Because there are 50 families that need to have food, clothing, and a roof over their house. So every day I think about how can I get this company better so that we can provide a better experience in life for all the employees. And then the other part of it is take as much experience as you possibly can from a corporate environment, because fortunately or otherwise, you know, those mistakes don't cost you the same way those mistakes will cost you in a small business, right? So, you know, be able to take those chances in your career and learn about your mistakes and learn from your mistakes. I don't know anyone who's ever learned from successes that they've had, but you always learn from your mistakes. Yeah. So, you know, it's okay to make mistakes. What's more important is that you get yourself back up and you learn from those experiences, and then you know how to recognize those situations in the future and how to adapt and put yourself in a better position, put the organization in a better position.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And the one last thing I would say is, you know, take a calculated risk. So do your homework, do your research, understand the market that your products or services are going to be potentially sold into, and whether or not there's truly a need for that.
Right, absolutely, yeah, filling a need, because that's what's going to, you know, push the business to the next level.
Exactly.
So tell our audience where they can find EIA.
So we are here we're located here in Long Island City, New York, which is just a stone's throw over the Queensboro Bridge. You can find us on our website at www.eia.us. And we're all over the city, and we're expanding to New Jersey, New York State, and Long Island as well.
Perfect. Thanks so much for coming in, Matthew. Thanks for watching, guys. Check out more videos on Meet Advisors.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks.